Dave. We're at Scenic Skate Shop right now. We're going to show you around. So if you come down here, this is our room in Cam's Lock. So we've got all our clothing out here, beanies, tech decks. Everyone loves a good tech deck. We've got the ramp here every day. Blunt flip out.
Every day?
Every day, blunt flip out, yeah.
All right, I'm Jason. We are in Huntingdon right now at Scenic Skate Shop. I didn't actually want to open a skate shop. There hasn't been one around, and there was a need to do it. So I've run Let's Go Skate, the skate school, for a little while, and people were asking me where they could buy a skateboard from, and there just hasn't been anywhere around. So I had an opportunity to come into this building. So there's about 50 different traders that are in here. You can buy anything from obviously skateboards from us. There's Sam does shoes upstairs, a guy that does Pokemon. It's like a little village of lots of little different traders. So like we started out around the corner, like a small little area. As a little test just to see if people wanted to buy some bits. After a few months of doing that, I thought I might as well try and do a proper skate shop. So brought Dave in to help me run it, and we created Scenic. Yeah, the word scenic hasn't really got much of a background. Me and Dave just sat down and we were just trying to think of something. So I looked at all the other skate shops in the country, looked at their names, looked at their logos. I literally got every skate shop logo and put it onto an A4 poster and just like looked at them all. I can't remember, I think we had like Aspire Skate Shop, Inspire Skate Shop was one of the ideas, but eventually like Scenic seemed to be a word that me and Dave were both liking. Scenic Skate Shop was what we settled on.
You just mentioned Dave there, so who is Dave?
Who is Dave? So Dave is one of my best mates that I've known since we was in primary school. We've always skated together. And I knew when I wanted to open a skate shop, I had to bring someone in to help me. After running another company, the skate school, on my own for many, many years, I know how stressful it can be to share the burden with someone else. So I hit up a few people, and Dave was the one that jumped at the opportunity. And he's been, a sucker for it with me ever since.
No, I didn't really have any idea about doing this at all. Jason asked me if he wanted to do it. So yeah, I took the opportunity and it's been going really well, yeah, and actually enjoy owning it now. Really fun to go to skate parks, speak with people, get people hit you up and get people in skateboarding, that's the main thing.
You built it?
Yeah, like so everything, like we just get this general space and then we have to do whatever we can to it to make it like how we want it. So I've got all the boards on the wall.
Is that your background then? Are you like a joiner though?
No, I can just do a bit of everything. I'm good at building things, so. Yeah, no background in it. I'm just happy to do things. Like we've got my old board here. This is quite unique, the Instagram counter. So this was Jason, he wants to get this. And this is a live feed to our Instagram. So if you follow us or unfollow us, this goes up or down. There we go. It's actually just gone down by one. Hopefully someone watches this for us now. There we go, we've got a follower. That's all good.
It's definitely not Jason.
It's definitely not Jason, yeah. Yeah, we recently had a move around in here, so we've put this board rack over here now because we realised you can't always see the bottom boards when you're standing in the shop. So we've made this rack so you can basically see like every board on that one. And we've got, these are all our wider ones, Death and Heroin, we've got Welcome, Power Pro, all that stuff over here. And then the boards sizes get a bit smaller and the brands go down there. So drawing boards, Girl, Jacuzzi, trying to support all these brands. I think it's very important to have all of these brands because everyone likes something different. So you want to try and cater to everyone and have as many board sizes in that brand as you can and stock as many as you can possibly get in really, so everyone has a choice.
I've been doing skate lessons now for about 10 years. Worked for another company in London and did a bit in Cambridge. Basically ended up setting up on my own though, so I created Let's Go Skate back in 2016. And we do lots of lessons for mainly children, but there are adults as well. Actually, a lot more adults want to learn than you probably realise. Obviously, since the Olympics and stuff, so many more people are wanting to get into skateboarding, or also like COVID and lockdown, so lots of adults wanting to learn. And then by having the skate schools, like people have the lessons and then I can send them to the shop. And it works both ways actually. Like we'll get people in the shop just with their kids having a look, and then I tell them, oh, we also do lessons, give them a business card and they'll then go check out Let's Go Skate. So it's really useful for any skate shop to link up with their skate school if they've got one, because definitely generates traffic both ways. Yeah, so there was a demand to an in-person skate shop, which we haven't had in Huntingdon in a very long time. So I've grown up not really ever knowing what it's like to have a local skate shop. And I've always thought that was a shame, but I must stress, I had no plan on ever wanting to open a skate shop. It just fell into place. With the skate school, like I was sending people online to other shops. Apart from if they wanted a complete, like I was able to sell a few completes to people just literally out of my house. I'm not exaggerating. Customers, I'd give them my address, they'd come to my house, and I had completes all set up in my loft. Until eventually I decided, yeah, I should open something a bit more, brick and mortar, so they don't have to come straight to me all the time. I always knew that people would get lessons, but I just didn't know it was happening in the UK. So like Woodward, I think most people know Woodward in America, like learning a skateboard is something that's been around, but I never knew it was happening in our country. So one evening when I was just watching a TED talk and the person was saying, oh, you need to get a job that you love, I was like, I should just Google skateboard instructors. And I found a company in London doing it and sent an email, like just very short, quick email. They got back to me and things went from there. So I'm so glad that I took action when I had that thought, because I never would have dreamed of doing all this. And I absolutely love working in the skate industry. Like it's like I wake up every day now, like excited, like what am I going to do now? What order am I going to place? Who am I going to teach? Like it's so much fun. Compared to like, well, for me, I worked in a supermarket for 10 years and I didn't really enjoy it. Although there's not much money in the skate industry and like I'm never going to be rich, like to be my own boss and to have time to go skate or like to order in new brands and stuff that I'm excited about, or watching skateboarding on the telly right now. It's fun and I enjoy it. I think it's important for the community to have a local skate shop because there's so many people that just get confused and overwhelmed by it all. Like if you've been skating many years, you don't realise, but like we know that, you've got to make sure the trucks line up with the deck and that's important. So just having someone they can trust and give them the affirmation that they need, that like you're buying the right products and you're making sure you get soft or hard wheels depending on what you want to do, Getting that affirmation is really important. We sponsor a few people through the skate shop. It was something that me and Dave wanted to do from the get-go because we thought it was important. So we started off with Ellis Frost. He's like our friend that we've grown up with. Tons of followers and those crazy flip tricks that he does. I mean, he gets so much attention. Like you can go anywhere in the world and someone knows who Ellis is. So that was really cool. We managed to get Ellis hooked up. We sponsored Eddie and he's like only 9, but I'm telling you, this kid's a little prodigy. Like when we saw him, we just kind of knew that we had to give some support and encourage, and he's going to championships, winning stuff. That's proven to be really good. We recently sponsored Joe Hinson, which is a big move for us. We've known Joe for many years and he's local, out there absolutely killing it in the streets and winning all the contests. Like if you don't know Joe, you probably do know Joe, but you need to know Joe. We also set up like an influencer team. So the idea behind that would be that aren't the best skaters ever, but they create really good content and that can help generate sales. So we've got Brad, Hugh and Mary Jane. And I'm really proud and hyped to have them part of it, but also knowing that they don't have the same pressure of having to go shred in the streets or win contests. It's more about just be out there skating, chatting with people and trying to create content when you can.
What's the best thing about owning a skate shop?
The best thing about owning a skate shop is just having the freedom to be your own boss and just do what you want to do. Having a kid come in and buy their first skateboard, that's pretty cool. Like we had a kid recently, went for a whole blue setup, and the picture at the end of him, he's like so hyped and excited, and I just know that he'll have that memory forever, and we help facilitate that, it's cool.
What's the worst thing about owning a skate shop?
The worst thing about owning the skate shop for me is just all the little bits you have to do. There's so many little like emails and work and so many people to deal with. It can be quite a lot sometimes. But I'll just go and have a nap in the office, come back, and then I'm all good to go. Like get a coffee and I can get everything sorted. But there's 2 of us that run it. So we have our strengths and weaknesses that we work on, and it works out pretty well.
What's Jason's biggest weakness?
Jason's biggest weakness is putting anything together with his hands. If he has to use a drill, he's going to run out the building. So
we run things a little bit differently than other skate shops, and I think that's just because we're new and we open in a different climate. So for example, we're in the Cams Lot building right now and there's lots of different traders in here, and together all the traders, we all chip in and it helps with the costs. I just have a 1 flat fee that I pay and that keeps me open. The building's open 7 days a week, which most skate shops aren't. And there's generic building staff that are able to take sales for me. So every product in this shop has its own SKU code, and that can go through the front till, or if we're here, we can take the sale. And we have an inventory stock system. We use Shopify, which having a website to sell your stuff online as well is awesome. So everything goes through our Shopify account. And it just means that, 7 days a week, anyone can come in, grab a board off the wall. We keep our overheads really low. It just makes it a lot easier to run the business, I guess. Other revenue streams that we do, like we do the raffles. So that's really cool. It's a great way to engage with your local community. Spend a few quid on a raffle ticket and then the winner gets whatever the prize is. We have a business WhatsApp and create like WhatsApp groups in there. That helps get people regularly out skating as well. Every Wednesday evening, we're at the local skate park and we encourage people to come and hang with us and skate. And when we get new products in, we can put it in the chat and generate a buzz around it. The future looks really good for Scenic, and I'm really pleased and hyped that I can say that. We've got a different approach and it's working well for us. Our long-term goal is to link in the skate school with the skate shop and open our own skate park. But being in this building has been really great for us, but we are starting to grow out of it and need to expand and get more space. There's also not many indoor skate parks around, so last year we fundraised £20,000 to try and get one in the Huntingdonshire area. Hopefully I can find a place somewhere in 2025 that we can move into. By having our own indoor skate park, we'll be able to be open all day long. We'll be able to do the skate lessons in there even when it's raining. You'll be able to come skate the open sessions, and then there'll be the skate shop already in there. So if you want a new deck, it'll just be all in one place. Hopefully get some coffee and a little cafe going as well. And I think that I'm going to be able to create this facility that can bring everything into one and create an awesome place for people to want to go. So when I set up Scenic, I didn't really know too much about the industry, so I did reach out for help. I've got to thank Alex from ABC and Larry at Skate Shop, because he gave me his time, at least 30 minutes on the phone, explaining to me all the distributions and how that works. So I've got a lot of love for Alex for him doing that. I've got to thank Dave for jumping in with this journey with me and also helping out with the skate school. And I've got to always thank Paula, who runs Cam's Lock, because if she hadn't seen this Facebook post where I said about how cool it would be if I could have a little skate shop, she never would have reached out and presented me this opportunity to move into it.